So hi children, in the previous video we discussed the problems from 1 to 14, right? So here in this video we are going to discuss the problems from 15 onwards. So children, listen carefully, this is also very important concept from that triangles. Okay, so I hope you that all you learned that concept after only you came here. I thought like that. So if that is true, then you also answer with me if you know that answer. Okay, so see children. So our question 15th one, what is that? Suppose Z is the centroid of the triangle ABC and D is the midpoint of BC. So what I told you in that previous video, the next video problems related to centroid I told you, right? So centroid divides that median in the ratio 2:1. We discussed that one. So here also the problems related to centroid they given. So here what they given in that question? Suppose Z is the centroid of the triangle ABC. This is the triangle ABC. So centroid means this is the midpoints. Okay, so this is E, D, F. So here this is that centroid. So here they are saying that AD is to ZD. Yes, they are asking that AD is to ZD. So what we will call that? Actually G divides AD in the ratio 2:1. Okay, G divides AD in the ratio 2:1. But here AD means here we can write that AG plus GD only, no? So AG is equals to how many parts? Here we can observe that 2 parts, and here ZD 1 part. So completely AD is equals to 3 parts here. Okay, so AD is equals to 3, and here they are saying that ZD, already we know that ZD is equals to 1. Therefore here AD is to ZD, which is equals to here 3:1 ratio. Okay children, read that question carefully, directly blindly don't go for that answers. Z divides AD in the ratio 2:1, but here in that question they are asking that AD is to ZD. AD means completely, actually here A to Z 2 parts and Z to D 1 part, but here they are asking A to D. A to D means here 2 parts plus 1 part is equals to 3 parts. So AD is equals to 3 parts and ZD is equals to 1 part. So what is that ratio here? That is 3:1 ratio. So our answer is 4th one. Okay, 3:1. Is it clear children? So read that question carefully, don't be confused that. Okay, so here Z divides always AD in the ratio 2:1 only, but here we have to observe that what they are asking. Okay, AZ is to ZD they are asking, or AD is to ZD they are asking, or AZ is to AD they are asking. Okay, so those all things, so first you have to see that question. Here this part you have to observe carefully. Okay, after only go for that answer. Okay children, so let us see that next one. So here suppose G is the centroid, again same question. So take the triangle as ABC, and here G is the centroid they are saying, means just draw that medians. Okay, and here Z is that centroid, no? So now what they are asking, actually first we draw here what we know. Okay, how we will get that centroid, we know that. So first we draw here diagram. Next what they are asking in that question. So suppose G is the centroid of a triangle ABC and D is the midpoint of BC. Now here they are asking that AG is equals to 6 centimeters. Okay, they are saying that AG is equals to 6 centimeters. Next AD they are asking. AD they are asking. Okay, so children, we know that here, actually we know that the condition, we know that AG is to GD is equals to 2:1 ratio. Okay, now here they given that 6 centimeters. Now what about that ZD? First we need to find that ZD. After only we have to go for that AD. Okay, so let us see this one. So AG is to ZD is equals to 2:1. We know that 2:1 ratio as is to, here AG is equals to 6 centimeters and here GD, we don't know that, right? So let ZD is equals to some x. Okay, so take it some x. Now take that values here. We know that ratio and proportion, so you can apply that one here. So 2x is equals to 6 into 1 is equals to 6. So x is equals to 6 by 2. So here 3 times. So here x is equals to 3. So therefore AG is equals to, they given that is 6 centimeters, right? And we know that here x means ZD. So ZD is equals to, we got that 3 centimeters. Am I clear? So here what they are asking, AD value they are asking. So AD means here we got this is 6 centimeters and this is 3 centimeters. So here AD means AD is equals to AG plus GD. Okay, so here AG is equals to 6 centimeters plus GD is equals to 3 centimeters. So completely that is equals to 9 centimeters. Is it clear, children? So here come to the diagram. We know that the condition G divides AD in the ratio 2:3. Okay, so here 2 parts 6, then what is 1 part? 2 parts value is equals to 6. So without using this process also we can do that. Here they given AZ, no? So AZ is equals to 2 parts. So 2 parts value is equals to 6, then 1 part is equals to 3. Simply completed like this also we can say. Okay, so 2 parts value is equals to 6. Then 1 part means half of the 2 parts only, no? So half of that 6 is equals to 3. So completely our answer is equals to 9 centimeters. So in this method also we can say that. Is it clear, children? So here our answer is 9 centimeters. Why? Because they are asking AD. Okay, not they are asking ZD. ZD they will ask means answer is 3. They are asking AD, no? So that's why here 6 plus 3 is equals to 9 centimeters. Is it clear, children? So let us say that next one. So see here. Again same type of question. That is triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. So here median is Z and DEF. So here what they are asking, AG is equals to 6 centimeters. So just like that previous one only, but here they asked that in that question AD, but here they are asking ZD. So this value they are asking. Okay, so we know that 2 parts, which means 2x is equals to 6 centimeters. Then here x is equals to, actually this is 2x and in the same way this is x, 1 part, 2:1, no? So that's why. So here 6 by 2, so 2 ones and 2 threes. So x is equals to 3 centimeters. Therefore, GD is equals to 3 centimeters. Is it clear? Yes. So here our answer is 4. Okay, they given this part, 2 parts value they given, they are asking only 1 part value. So that is equals to 3 centimeters. Is it clear, children? So let us say that the next one. See here, for a triangle ABC, here they said the triangle. For a triangle ABC, H is the orthocenter. Okay, if a line passing through a vertex and H, then it makes an angle with side is. Okay, so what they are asking here, see. So in a triangle ABC, so in a triangle ABC, orthocenter, H is orthocenter. So H is orthocenter means that is the point of intersection of altitudes. Point of intersection of altitudes. Okay, children, so here this point of concurrence we will call that one as orthocenter, represents with H, no? And if a line passing through a vertex and H, then it makes angle. Yes, they are asking that here this is an altitude, no? So one of the line which is passing through the vertex and orthocenter to its opposite side. So we will call this one as altitude, no? So altitude always makes an angle at that opposite side is always 90 degrees. Okay, here we can observe that altitude. So altitude always makes that angle 90 degrees only to that opposite side. Okay, so here also 90 degrees and here also 90 degrees. That's what they are asking. So what is our answer? Yes, option 1, that is 90 degrees. Is it clear, children? So let us see that next one. Yes, see here. A triangle PQR is formed by joining the midpoints of the sides of a triangle ABC. Okay, once again read that question properly. A triangle PQR is formed by joining the midpoints of. So take that one of the triangle. So we will call the triangle as midpoints of the sides of a triangle ABC. So here main triangle is ABC. Is it clear? And here the midpoints are PQR. So this is the P and this is Q and this is R. So here we can observe that one of the triangle. Okay. Now here O is the circumcenter of triangle ABC. O is the circumcenter. Circumcenter means here perpendicular bisectors only, no? Okay. So we can observe that perpendicular bisectors. So here what they are saying, O is the circumcenter of triangle ABC. O is the circumcenter of triangle ABC. Then triangle PQR, the point O is, what we will call this point here? Actually these are perpendicular bisectors for the triangle ABC. So in a triangle what we will call that here? So children observe here. So these three are the perpendicular bisectors means here actually 90 degrees only, no? So 90 degrees means here also angle makes that 90 degrees. Yes or no? Why? Because those three perpendicular bisectors become as here we can observe that those three are altitudes of the triangle PQR. Okay. So here I will draw the diagram again once observe that. Okay. In a triangle ABC, okay, PQR. So here that is that triangle PQR inside of the triangle ABC that was formed. Now here they asked that what they asked, the midpoints of the sides of a triangle ABC. O is the circumcenter. O is the circumcenter means again I am drawing with blue. Just observe that here this is that one perpendicular bisector. Okay, here I am drawing that another perpendicular bisector. Here I am drawing that another perpendicular bisector. So this is that concurrent point. Okay. So here when you observe that these three are the perpendicular bisectors means at that point here at that opposite side it makes that 90 degrees angle only, no? Okay. So here we can observe that this is 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees and this is also 90 degrees. So here we can say that in a triangle ABC, O is that circumcenter. Now here they are asking that then the triangle PQR, what we will call that? So here perpendicular bisectors we can observe here, those becomes as altitudes. So I am changing the color here. Okay, once observe that altitudes. So when you observe this one here, this is one of the altitude and this is one of the altitude and this is one of the altitude. So with that yellow I drawn here one thing, no? So here this is another altitudes. So altitudes that one become as the point of concurrence of altitudes of a triangle, we will call that one as orthocenter. So here circumcenter of the triangle ABC become as orthocenter of the triangle PQR. Is it clear, children? So actually to the triangle ABC, here these three lines are perpendicular bisectors. Okay, so perpendicular bisectors become as altitudes in a triangle PQR. So we will call that point circumcenter of the triangle ABC become as orthocenter of the triangle PQR. Okay, so our answer is orthocenter. Is it clear, children? So observe the diagrams carefully. Here directly I drawn. Here which I drawn? Blue, and blue means that is related to circumcenter, and yellow color, by using that yellow color what I drawn here, that is related to the triangle PQR. So here that point O become as that point actually circumcenter here become as orthocenter. Okay, for that variation only I used the colors like that. Okay, I hope you understand this one. So next one. So children, say that next one, if AD, BE and CF are the altitudes of triangle ABC whose orthocenter is H, then C is the orthocenter of. C is the orthocenter of. So children, just observe this question also very carefully. Okay. So actually here AD, BE and CF are the altitudes, which means ABC is a triangle. So here altitudes we have to draw that. Okay, so this is AD, BE, CF. Is it clear? 3 altitudes we drawn here. Now they are asking that a triangle ABC whose orthocenter. So here it's a point of concurrence. We will call that one as the orthocenter only, no? Okay. Now C is the orthocenter of. So they are asking that here point C is the orthocenter. We know that orthocenter lies inside of a triangle and orthocenter lies outside of the triangle also. Outside of the triangle means which type of triangle that is? Orthocenter lies outside of the triangle means that is obtuse angle triangle. So in an obtuse angle triangle we can observe that orthocenter forms outside of the triangle also. Okay. So when you observe that given triangle, here we can observe that another triangle also. Here O they given as H, no? So O we can write that one as H point. This is according to that this one we written as orthocenter. Orthocenter represents with a H also, no? So that's why we will take this one as a H. Now here what they are asking, so triangles ABH. So once you observe the triangle ABH, here one of the triangle is there, no? So in this triangle we can say that here this is that one of the altitude. Okay, here we can draw that another 2 altitudes at outside of the triangle. So here when you observe that this is that one of the perpendicular altitude, now here this is a 90 degrees to that opposite side BC. So here we can observe that this is one of that altitude from that vertex A and this is another altitude from that vertex B. Okay, and this is one of the altitude from that vertex H, no? So this is also joins with that point C. Okay children, now we can say that C is that orthocenter of the triangle ABH. Why? Because to that obtuse angled triangle or any other triangle, here we can observe that. So this is one of the triangle. Here we can draw that orthocenter at that outside also, no? So through this vertex we can draw like this also, and from this vertex we can draw like this. So these 3 altitudes meet at this point. So here orthocenter will be formed at outside of the triangle. So by using that concept here, C is that forms at outside of the triangle only. Okay, so here C is the orthocenter of that which triangle they are asking. So C is formed to that opposite to the triangle ABH. Okay, so C is the orthocenter of the triangle ABH. Directly we can write that ABH. If we take that BDH, okay, then here this is that altitude, like this we can draw, and here from this one we can draw like this, means there is C is not that concurrent point here. Okay, so when you observe that ABD, then also we can say that here this is not a concurrent point. Why? Because here like this we can draw that altitude. Okay, so BEA, so here also we can draw that altitude like this. Okay, so that's why here which option is correct? Triangle ABH. Okay, so next question. So children, see that here this is that final question. So what they given in ABC, here actually in triangle ABC, angle B is equals to 90 degrees and BD is the median to AC. Okay, BD is the median to AC, which means AD is equals to CD. Next, then BD is equals to AC. Then here options we have to observe that. So children, they are saying that angle B is equals to 90 degrees. BD is the median. BD is the median means here we can say that BD is equals to AD is equals to CD. Yes or no? Why? Because here D is that circumcenter of the triangle ABC. Circumcenter of the triangle ABC. Why? Because here they mentioned that B is equals to 90 degrees. So we can take that there is a perpendicular bisector. Okay, so this is a perpendicular bisector and these two also perpendicular bisectors from that A and C vertices. Okay, so we can say that D is the circumcenter of the triangle ABC. Here D is the circumcenter. Already we know that circumcenter lies on the hypotenuse of the triangle, right angle triangle. Okay, so in a right angle triangle, here D is that lies on that hypotenuse. So we will call that D is that circumcenter. So here D is the circumcenter. So what is the property for that circumcenter? Circumcenter is always equidistant from its vertices. Circumcenter is always equidistant from its center. So here circumcenter always equidistant. Always equidistant from its vertices. Okay, from its vertices. So here we can say that AD is equals to DC is equals to BD. AD is equals to BC is equals to BD. Okay children, why? Because here circumcenter always equidistant from its vertices, no? So AD is equals to CD is equals to BD. Okay, now here from this one they given that BD as subject, no? So from this one take that BD and here they given for that AC. So this complete one they given. So we can take that BD is equals to BD is equals to AD. First we taken like this, no? BD and AD. A is equals to B is equals to C means A is equals to C, C is equals to B, C is equals to A. Anyway we can write it, no? So like that way here BD is equals to AD. So here AD we can write that actually AD is equals to CD. AD is equals to CD. Therefore here BD is equals to half of that AC. Half of that AC. Why? Because here this is one part and this is one part. But we are only comparing that AD and BD only by taking that AC. Okay. So AD is that half of that AC. AD is that half of the part of AC. And here DC is that half of the part of AC. Okay, so just we are comparing that only BD and AD. So AD is the half of the part of AC. So BD is equals to half of the part of AC also we can write that. Okay, so here which option is correct? So BD is equals to half of AC. Is it clear children? So up to here worksheet 3 problems completed. So next we will meet with worksheet 4 problems. Okay children?